1 Samuel 15. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. The letter J is about 600 years old, while Yehoshua died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity more than 2,000 years ago. And his father, Yahweh, I say Yah for short, he is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. And he is a very jealous El. He doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And Yehoshua in English is Joshua. And I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Anyways, 1 Samuel 15. And Shemuel said to Shaul, Yah sent me to anoint you sovereign over his people, over Israel, and now listen to the voice of the words of Yah. Thus said Yah of hosts, I shall punish Amalek for what he did to Israel, how he set himself against him on the way when he came up from Mitzrayim. Now go, and you shall strike Amalek, and put under the ban all that he has, and you shall not spare them, and put them to death, and put to death from man to woman, from infant to nursing child, from ox to sheep, from camel to donkey. I don't think you should put infants or nursing children, because you can easily change them from. They're not actually even in that stage yet where they're defiant or anything like that. I don't think you should. I don't know why they did that. I think that's wrong. Then Shaul summoned the people and mustered them to Telaim, Tela''im, 200,000 foot soldiers and 10,000 men of Yehudah. And Shaul came to the city of Amalek and lay in wait in the wadi. And Shaul said to the Quainites, QE with a half a check mark, YNITES, go turn aside, come down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them, for you did show loving commitment to all the children of Israel when they came up out of Mitzrayim. So the Quainites turned aside from the midst of the Amalekites, and Shaul struck the Amalekites from Hawilah, H with a dot, Awilah, all the way to Shur, Shur, which is before Mitzrayim, and he caught Agag, AG with a line on top of it, AG with a line on top of it, sovereign of the Amalekites alive, and put under the ban all the people with the edge of the sword. But Shaul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and the cattle and the fatlings and the lambs and all that was good, and would not put them under the ban. But all the goods despised and worthless, that they put under the ban. And the word of Yah came to Shemuel, saying, I am grieving that I have set up Shaul as sovereign, for he has turned back from following me, and has not performed my words, and is displeased. And it displeased Shemuel, and he cried to Yah all night. And Shemuel rose early in the morning to meet Shaul, and it was told to Shemuel, saying, Shaul went to Carmel, and see, he set up a monument for himself. Then he turned and passed over, and went down to Gilgal. Stone him. And Shemuel came to Shaul, and Shaul said to him, Blessed are you of Yah, I have performed the word of Yah. But Shemuel said, What then is this bleating of the sheep in my ears, and the loving of the cattle which I hear? And Shaul said, They have brought them from Amalek, because the people spared the best of the sheep and the cattle, and to slaughter to Yah your Elohim, and the rest we have put under the ban. And Shemuel said to Shaul, Wait and let me declare to you what Yah said to me last night. And he said to him, Speak. And Shemuel said, Though you were little in your own eyes, you were not head. Were you not head of the tribes of Israel, and did not Yah anoint you sovereign over Israel? And Yah sent you on the way, and said, Go, and you shall put under the ban the sinners and the Amalekites, and fight against them until they are consumed. And why did you not obey the voice of Yah, but swooped down on the spoil, and did evil in the eyes of Yah? And Shaul said to Shemuel, I did obey the voice of Yah, and I went on the way on which Yah sent me, and brought back Agag, sovereign of Amalek, and I put Amalek under the ban. But the people took of the spoil of the sheep and cattle the best of that which should have been put under the ban, to slaughter to Yah your Elohim of Gilgal. Then Shemuel said, Does Yah delight in ascending offerings and slaughterings as in obeying the voice of Yah? Look, to obey is better than a slaughtering, to heed is better than a fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of divination, and stubbornness is as wickedness as idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of Yah, he also does reject you as sovereign. And Shaul said to Shemuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the mouth of Yah and your words, because I feared the people and listened to their voice. And now please pardon my sin, and return with me, and let me bow myself to Yah. But Shemuel said to Shaul, I do not return with you. Excuse me. I feared the people. But Shemuel said to Shaul, I do not return with you, for you have rejected the word of Yah, and Yah does reject you from being sovereign over Israel. And Shemuel turned around to go away. Shaul took hold of the edge of his robe, and it tore. And Shemuel said to him, Yah has torn the reign of Israel from you today, and has given it to the neighbor of yours, better than you. Moreover, the eminence, Eminence of Israel, does not lie nor relent, for he is not a man that he should be relent. But then he said, I have sinned, but esteem me now, please, before the elders of my people and before Israel, and return with them, and I shall bow myself to Yah your Elohim. And Shemuel returned back after Shaul, and Shaul bowed himself to Yah. And Shemuel said, Bring Agag, sovereign of the Amalekites, here to me. So Agag came to him delightedly, and Agag said, Truly the bitterness of death has turned aside. And Shemuel said, As your sword bereaved women, let your mother be bereaved among women too. Shemuel then hewed Agag to pieces before Yah in Gilgal. And Shemuel went to Ramah, while Shaul went up to his house at Gibeah of Shaul. And Shemuel did not see Shaul again until the day of his death, for Shemuel mourned for Shaul, and Yah was grieved that he had made Shaul a reign over Israel. Now, not only do I not believe in killing the babies and all that stuff, because then you're no different to what Pharaoh did, trying to stop what's his name from being born, because he was supposed to be the one to rule over them. And so he killed all the males, as many males as he possibly could, that matched the timeline of the other guy's birth. It's like, what do you, that's no different to going in there and slaughtering all the children. Like, they're so young, they don't even know, and you're just gonna kill them off. Okay, you're no different.